Have you ever felt that flutter in your heart, that gentle stirring that whispers of places you've never seen? Maybe it's a longing that arrives quietly, in the early hours of the morning when the world is still and your mind drifts to distant lands. It's a feeling that calls you to step outside your comfort zone, to imagine what lies just beyond the familiar, to wonder about the lives unfolding in places you've only glimpsed in photographs or heard about in stories. There's a quiet call to see what lies beyond the horizon, a gentle invitation to let your curiosity lead the way. The world is vast, and every sunrise brings with it the promise of new beginnings, new discoveries and new connections. Sometimes all it takes is a single moment of courage to answer that call, to take the first step toward the unknown. We're often told to fear the world, to stay home and lock the door on adventure. The news can make distant places seem dangerous or unwelcoming, and it's easy to let caution become a habit. But what if, instead of closing ourselves off, we opened the door just a little wider? What if we allowed ourselves to see the world not as a collection of risks, but as a canvas of possibilities? What if we chose curiosity over caution? Imagine the stories waiting to be discovered, the friendships waiting to be formed, the beauty waiting to be witnessed. Every journey begins with a question. What if? What if today is the day you decide to explore, to learn, to grow? The world rewards those who are willing to be surprised. The world is a tapestry of cultures, landscapes, and resilient people, far more welcoming than the headlines suggest. In every corner there are people eager to share their stories, to welcome you with a smile, to show you the traditions and dreams that make their home unique. The landscapes are breathtaking, the food is rich with history, and the laughter of strangers can quickly become the laughter of friends. This is your invitation. Look at a map as a book of stories, not a list of warnings. Each city, each village, each winding road is a chapter waiting to be read. The lines and borders on a map are not barriers, but bridges to new experiences. Let your finger trace a route and imagine the adventures that await along the way. Let's pack our bags with open hearts and a readiness to be astonished by kindness. Bring along your sense of wonder, your willingness to listen, and your hope for connection. The world is full of people who are just as curious about you as you are about them. Every journey is a chance to exchange stories, to share laughter, and to build bridges of understanding. Come with me. Let's rediscover the joy of exploration and the beauty the news so often misses. Let's wander through bustling markets, climb ancient castle walls, and lose ourselves in the quiet majesty of nature. Let's taste new flavors, hear new music, and dance to rhythms we've never known. The world is waiting to surprise us, if only we're willing to look beyond the headlines. Our world is complex, but it's filled with warmth and wonder. For every challenge, there is a moment of joy. For every hardship, a story of resilience. The laughter of children, the golden light of evening, the simple pleasure of sharing a meal. These are the moments that remind us of our shared humanity. Give yourself permission to experience it firsthand. Step through the gate, breathe in the fresh air, and let your senses be awakened by the world's beauty. There is so much more to see, to feel, to understand, if only you allow yourself to be present, to be open, to be brave. The adventure begins the moment you challenge your own perceptions. When you let go of fear and embrace curiosity, the world opens up in ways you never imagined. So will you accept this invitation? Will you see the world anew, with open eyes and an open heart? The journey is yours to begin. When you hear the word Ukraine, what comes to mind? For many, the first images are of conflict and struggle, stories of hardship that dominate the news. But Ukraine is so much more than the headlines suggest. It's a country with a rich tapestry of life, where every street and every face tells a story of resilience, hope, and everyday joy. Beyond the news, there's a vibrant world where people gather in sunlit cafes, friends share laughter over coffee, and families stroll through leafy parks. The air is filled with the sounds of daily life, children playing, musicians performing, and the gentle hum of conversation. This is the Ukraine that thrives quietly, away from the world's gaze. In western Ukraine, far from the front lines, life pulses with a unique energy. Cities like Lviv and Chernivtsi are alive with history, their cobblestone streets echoing with stories from centuries past. Here you'll find a blend of old and new, historic architecture standing proudly beside modern art, and traditions passed down through generations. Imagine wandering through ancient castles perched atop green hills, or exploring the lush valleys of the Carpathians, where nature's beauty is matched only by the warmth of the people. Daily life continues here with remarkable resilience. Cafes are filled with conversation, Artists paint in the open air, and the spirit of hospitality endures, welcoming visitors with open arms. Ukraine is not just a place marked by conflict, it's a land of breathtaking contrasts, where beauty and strength go hand in hand. From the golden fields that stretch to the horizon, to the mountain peaks that touch the sky, there is a sense of unwavering spirit in every corner. The people here greet each day with hope, determination, and a deep love for their homeland. To truly support Ukraine, we must look beyond the headlines and see the full story. It's a story of communities coming together, of culture and creativity flourishing even in uncertain times. It's about people who cherish their traditions, yet embrace the future with open hearts. Discover a nation whose heart beats with pride and hope, a place where every festival, every piece of art, and every embrace tells a story of endurance and joy. Ukraine is ready to share its stories, its dreams, and its hope for a brighter tomorrow. So look closer and you'll find inspiration where you least expect it, in the laughter of children, the creativity of artists, and the unbreakable spirit of a people who continue to live, love, and dream beyond the headlines. In western Ukraine, the Carpathian Mountains offer a world apart: emerald forests, wildflower meadows, and misty peaks. Here, life slows down, inviting reflection and connection with nature. Hike to hidden waterfalls, breathe in pine-scented air, and meet the Hutzels, whose vibrant traditions enrich the region. Local villages welcome you with hearty food and stories passed down for generations. For many, these mountains are a vital refuge, a place of peace and renewal. Even in a nation at war, there are vast expanses of beauty and calm. Lviv, Ukraine's cultural capital, enchants with cobblestone streets, grand architecture, and a creative spirit. Its old town is a maze of history, art, and lively cafes. Despite reminders of conflict, the city pulses with normalcy and celebration. Further south, Chernivtsi, Little Vienna, offers elegance and a glimpse into Ukraine's cosmopolitan past. Its UNESCO-listed university is a marvel of red brick and ornate design. Both cities are safe, vibrant, and powerful symbols of Ukraine's enduring identity. Here, the past and present come alive, waiting to be discovered. Despite the conflict, visitors are returning to western Ukraine, not in crowds but as thoughtful travelers, volunteers, and supporters. Tourism is reviving, with local businesses grateful for every guest. These visitors come to connect, bear witness, and show solidarity. The welcome is warm. Guides and hoteliers are eager to share their stories. Organizations like Visit Ukraine offer support and safety resources. Your presence is a message. Ukraine is not forgotten. Every visit is a quiet vote of confidence in the country's future. Traveling to Ukraine now means being informed and prepared. Western and central regions are relatively safe, but risks remain. Rocket and drone attacks can happen anywhere. Download the Air Alert app for real-time warnings and always take alerts seriously. Choose accommodations with access to shelters and respect local curfews. Stay updated through official sources, not rumors. Avoid war tourism near front lines, focus on safer regions. Responsible travel is an act of solidarity, done with humility and caution. With awareness and respect, your journey can be both meaningful and safe. Planning a trip to Ukraine in these times is an act of both curiosity and compassion. While it may seem daunting at first, the process is straightforward if you approach it step by step. Begin by researching your destinations within Ukraine, considering both your interests and the current situation on the ground. Use reliable sources and connect with recent travelers or local guides online to get up-to-date information. This thoughtful preparation ensures your journey is not only safe but also meaningful. One of the most important requirements is obtaining special health insurance that covers military-related risks. This is a non-negotiable step for all visitors, and fortunately it's easy to arrange through reputable online providers. Make sure your policy is valid for the entire duration of your stay and keep digital and printed copies handy. This small act of preparation can make a big difference if you need assistance while abroad. Before you finalize your plans, always check your government's travel advisories. These advisories are updated regularly and provide crucial information about safety, entry requirements, and any areas to avoid. Understanding the risks and being aware of the latest developments will help you make informed decisions and travel responsibly. Since commercial flights to Ukraine are currently suspended, entry is only possible overland from neighboring countries such as Poland, Slovakia, Hungary, or Romania. Be prepared for longer wait times at border crossings and have all your documents ready for inspection. Patience and flexibility are key, as procedures may change depending on the situation. Once inside Ukraine, trains and buses become your main modes of travel. These journeys offer more than just transportation, they're a window into the country's resilient spirit. As you ride through the countryside or chat with fellow passengers, you'll gain a deeper appreciation for the daily life and enduring hope of the Ukrainian people. It's important to approach sites of conflict and memorials with the utmost respect. Avoid so-called war tours that treat these places as mere attractions. Instead, remember that these are spaces of grief, remembrance, and ongoing healing for the local community. If you do visit, do so quietly and with empathy. To make a positive impact, focus your spending in safer regions. Hire local guides who can share their stories and insights, shop at markets where artisans sell their crafts, and take time to learn about Ukraine's rich culture and traditions. Every thoughtful purchase and interaction helps support families and preserves heritage. Ultimately, a thoughtful journey is about more than just seeing new places. It's about uplifting the living heart of Ukraine. By traveling with care, respect, and curiosity, you become part of a story of resilience and hope, helping to sustain the spirit of a nation in challenging times. In a divided world, travel is a radical act of connection. Visiting Ukraine means stepping out of your comfort zone and meeting people on their terms. Conversations with locals, bakers, hosts, curators, build empathy and dissolve stereotypes. Travel reveals resilience and beauty behind the headlines. It challenges us to see complexity, not just conflict. By visiting, you become a witness to Ukraine's spirit and strength. Every open-hearted journey is a vote for peace and understanding. The connections we make are the threads of a kinder world. Our journey through Western Ukraine proves the world is more welcoming than we're told. The Carpathians, Lviv, and Chernivtsi are testaments to resilience and hope. Traveling here is a statement of belief in connection over fear. You'll return home changed, with deeper understanding and lasting memories. Let this inspire you. Question fear, seek beauty, and embrace adventure. Subscribe and join us as we explore the world's stories of resilience and kindness. Let's keep seeking the light, together.